We'd like to welcome you guys to our SPEC MIX Bricklayer event held here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. These guys are getting ready to begin for a chance to go to Vegas. Here they go. And they're off and running, folks. Again, this is our Bricklayer Challenge held here at Midwest Block and Brick. These guys are here to compete, not only just to compete for bragging rights, but these guys want to go to Vegas. Am I right, guys? Who's going to Vegas? Yeah? All right. So we're going to take a walk around throughout the day. I'd like to take a quick minute to thank Midwest Block and Brick for being here with us and letting us use their facility to conduct this event. This event is one of many regionals that we hold across the United States. And what we're looking to do is get the best of the best. They go to Vegas January the 20th, and they'll compete for over $100,000 in prizes, along with a very nice vehicle that we'll take a quick little look at right here. Unfortunately, they won't let me drive it. Don't be afraid to back away from it, guys. It's all good. We'll take a quick peek here at some of the guys just getting started. And again, you'll see lots of different techniques here, and I'll do my very best to talk about it and explain to them what's going on. But before we get going on too much here, let me put a face behind the voice. You're looking at myself. Yeah, he's a nice looking guy. And I'm James Boozing. This is Robert Gleason standing here behind me. He'll be co-emceeing with me. You'll hear his voice throughout the event. Yep. And we'll be doing everything that we can to make this a fun, eventful day. You guys stay tuned. We'll be walking around, talking their talk, watching what these guys are doing, and we'll do a lot of interviewing with the folks. Definitely not Leif's first champ. He's one of the world champions for 2012. He's competed in 12 different Vegas, guys. 12 different Vegas competitions, and it's not an easy thing to go to. Of course, Leif thinks it's pretty easy, right? You do.
Not at the end of the day, though.
There you go. He's competed in 12 different ones, guys. He's also a craftsman winner, and I'll explain a little bit more about the craftsman technique as we go along, but you'll see that as you get the bricks laid up here, they're nice, they're smooth. May not be that way right now, but don't worry. These guys get a little time to come back. They do the tooling, they get the walls nice and clean, and then the judging starts. But this is not a situation where they just come in and throw these bricks down. You'll know that there's 2 people per booth. We have the mason, of course, and then we have the key figure, who is the tender. I think he'll say that he does most of the work. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. What he's doing is he's laying out the brick according to the way that the guy laying the brick would like to be able to grab it, that's easiest for him as well as quicker for him. The one thing that this guy cannot do is that he cannot help him out in any way. He's not allowed to touch the wall. He's not allowed to hand him a brick. The only thing he's able to do is to keep the man rolling. You'll notice that he'll come through, he'll place the mud on our gator back boards, and at this time I would like to thank Gator Back. You can see if it wasn't for these guys on these boards, it'd be a little difficult to be doing what they're doing. You can see they're laying his nice bed here. Again, we're here at Midwest Block and Brick. I'd like to thank these guys for allowing us to be here along with our sponsors, IQ Power Tools, Multi-Equip, Marshalltown, and again, Ford truck, as you see in the background. Nice looking wall here to start with. And you'll see, guys, this is not a competition where they just throw up this brick. This brick is here to be here. It's an event where we judge on everything. I'm gonna do my very best to stay out of these guys' way, but we want to do a good job and show you the techniques and the various styles that these folks use doing our SPEC mix. As you can see, he's trying to get his wall nice and plumb. That is one of the ways that the judges at the end of the event will come through and they will dang sure do a good job at making sure that the walls are plumb. Again, as you see, these guys aren't just putting brick to be putting them up. This is one nice wall that gets graded on several factors, and we'll talk about those as we go along throughout the event. We'll do a little walking around, talk to the competitors. Don't want to mess with them too much, but we will talk to them throughout the event. As you can see in the background, for those that may not be familiar with our silo system, that is our gravity-fed silo system. You can see he is building up his leads. For those that may not be totally familiar with what we got going on here, these guys like to start with their leads, and as they do their leads, they come across and then they fill in the gaps, and as they come back, they do the best they can as far as getting up to the leads where they're at, because each row has to be completed in order to be counted. Again, you can see we're checking for plumb, making sure it's doing a good job. Things look right there. This is Jeremy Lamb. He won the Oklahoma last year, and he went to Vegas. And one of the only guys I talked to that really, as far as shouting out to his folks, he wanted to thank all of his team members that he works with, his guys that have made him successful, and of course the wife and 3 kids. I can't forget that. He is hustling, and he wants to do everything he can to make this right. Again, you'll see that these guys take no time. A couple little techniques I'm going to talk about right here. You can see he's got his line pin here. Various different ways that different masons do different things. He's got his twigs tied on with a pencil so that it keeps it straight across the brick, and he'll move that up and down as he moves along his wall, and you'll notice that, and we'll show you a little more as we go along here. Jeremy, how we doing?
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady, that's right.
That's what wins the race.
There you go. Not his first rodeo. Last year, I believe Jeremy says, what, a 600 plus brick?
Well, last year I think it was in the 500s. We had a little bit of moisture in the air.
Didn't slow you down too much, though.
But slow and steady won that race for sure.
There you go. We got Lewis here doing his best that he can do. He'll be competing here for long. How you doing today, Lewis? You keeping him right? Good, good. We appreciate it. There's Kalen, no stranger to this. It's like his 4th year here. I think Kalen has his son here with him, am I right? Huh? Nope, okay, I was thinking you had your boy here with you. Joseph, what do you think about it so far? Awesome. Keeping him going?
Oh yeah.
All right. Kalen tells me his son was his tender in the past, and now he's here. Well, he's not here. He's laying brick right now, so we appreciate him keeping it in the family. Here's a man that's no stranger to the masonry world. 40 years plus, am I right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go. This is Roy, and he's here with his son, Michael. It's a father-son. We'd like to see that. It's all right, Mike. You can wave to the world. We're glad to have you here.
How you guys doing?
Good. We appreciate you being here. As you can see, there's various techniques that the tenders go through to get the brick right for the masons. Some guys will stack it this way. whereas others will have them turn one direction. A couple things I'd like to mention is that this is not just where these guys can walk around the wall. They're not allowed to come to this side of the wall at all. So the way we do this is we design it to emulate the edge of the building. So naturally, you wouldn't stand this close to the edge of the building, or, you know, things could happen. Makes the contest interesting, makes it tough, makes it exactly what it is. Champions of champions.
A challenge.
There you go. A challenge is right.
Every day.
Thank you, Roy. We'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
You can see these guys, they flip the mud around. There's a reason for doing this, guys. To keep it soft, keep it tender, keep it ready to go, and keep it ready at all times for these guys. We'll walk over here a little bit and show you a little bit about the silo that we use for our various jobs. This here's our gravity silo. A lot of you guys have seen some of this on the job. Those new to the bricklayer event may not know exactly what this is, but this is where we load up our 3,000-pound bags from the job sites, pull the lever over the mixer, mix the mud, and you're done. Eliminates the need to have 2-3 guys at the sand pile. That's what we do here. You can see mud tubs are lined up and ready. We have staff preparing the mud for them. They're keeping it going. We'll take a quick look at the group here real fast so that you guys can see exactly what's going on before we go over here and talk to a couple of our sponsors. You guys have been doing it for about 10 minutes, and as you can see, a lot of guys got a lot of brick down. Here's a beautiful wall here by Mr. Watson. No stranger to the masonry world. Been laying brick, he tells me, since he was 14 years old, working with Dad since he was 10. And as you can see, Dad would be proud. Jack, right? Jack's his tender. He's a 5th generation bricklayer, going to college, here to help out and see if he can't win a little trip to Vegas. So Terry, who gets that truck when you go to Vegas?
Maybe the bank.
Nice looking walls here, guys.
Let's go, Jeremy.
And we'll roll back over here to the winner of the other events in Vegas, just see how he's doing. Again, another little technique is you see guys do different things with the twigs, making it right, doing what they can to get the competitive advantage. These guys come here, they furnish their own tools. As you can see, Stabila Level, we just spoke about that. Quality trade. So tell me, so why are you mixing that mud like that?
Well, if I don't, he yells at me.
No, good point, good point.
Well, I'm just trying to keep it perfect.
Keep it smooth, keep it perfect, keep it fluid so these guys can keep on going.
Right off that trail.
Nice leads going up here. You can see these guys build their leads, and again, as they fill across all the way from this. If you're just joining us, welcome to our bricklayer event here 2020. These guys are here to compete for the SPEC MIX Bricklayer Championship in Vegas, where they win over $100,000 in prizes and, of course, a pickup truck by Ford. And we do want to thank Ford. Again, nice looking wheels here. These guys will literally drive this away from Vegas if they win. So again, our sponsors, we'd like to thank our sponsors, IQ Power Tools, Marshalltown, Multi-Quip, Quikrete, of course, Stabila, Ford, Steel, all you guys. We just couldn't do it without you, and we do appreciate it. Let's walk over here and talk to one of our judges. I have a guy here, Darren. He's one of our judges. He's a 3-time Craftsman winner in Vegas. He's placed third 2 times and he's competed 6 times. And when I say he's competed, folks, I'm saying he won this event out of all of these folks and have participated 6 times. You'll see mortar. These guys will come back and they'll tool and they'll fill in any voids that you may see on the wall that can get corrected. Again, my name is James Boozing. I'll be the voice of this for your next couple of hours. We'll do this competition here for about an hour. And as we do this, after the hour, we give them a 10-minute break. And then they come back and then they tool their walls. And they tool their walls to repair any imperfections, B-holes, levelness. You can see on a lot of these guys, they use the string level. And that string level, as you can see, has a little bit of mud on it. And these guys do this so that the string doesn't pop out and it doesn't make it inconsistent throughout the wall. First time competitor here, excited, doing a good job, looks good. How we doing, Bobby? You guys just now joined us. Bobby's one of our, he's a 10-year Mason here to compete, doing a nice looking wall. As you can see, his tender's keeping some of his bricks turned at an angle, where some folks keep them stacked differently. It's all based on what the mason wants and how accurate and how fast that he can do this and flip his bricks to get them over. Again, as you can see, he cannot cross over here on this side of where I'm standing, but he's able to lay the brick and it has to be exactly the way it is on the other wall. We're going to keep walking around and we're going to talk to a few of our sponsors and thank these guys for doing some of the work while these guys are laying brick. How we doing, Mike? Feeling good about it? Adam, you keeping him going?
I'm trying, old man's killing me.
There you go, there you go.
Keep burning, bub, keep burning.
Take a look at Leif here. Leif, I know I'm butchering your name. Is it Leif or Leif?
Leif.
Leif, all right, there you go. I want the world to know your name the right way.
Thank you.
Again, folks, if you don't know about this, he's competed 12 times in Vegas, and that's just, man, that's incredible. 583 bricks. He was the winner 2018 of the Craftsman Award, and again, That's no small feat, folks. That means zero deductions. I can't remember a test or anything I've done where I had 0 deductions. Okay. You're not warm, are you?
Oh, hell no, I just started.
There you go.
Just started.
I'm gonna take just kind of a quick little peek, walk down the wall here. Walk over here to wall number 9. I spoke with wall number 9 here a little bit ago. Jacob. Where you at, Jacob? There he is. How we doing, Jacob? Again, this is Jacob's first time here, doing a bang-up job, and we do appreciate you being here, Jacob. I'm not going to talk too much because I don't want to make you nervous. So I had an interesting quote from these guys here. Boss man says, if you lay 500 brick, you're what? Huh?
Sorry, man.
He said, if you lay 500 brick, you're fired?
Yeah.
And why would he fire you over that?
Yeah, I don't get fired.
Because you can't do 500 on the job.
Oh.
No, that's all good. It's looking good. Chances are, the way this wall's looking, boss man might fire you, but you're going to be a celebrity.
Right.
Again, another method of his tooling. Carpenter pencil with some twigs on there. Awesome idea. Awesome. Good job, guys. I'm tell you what, for the first time here, my friend, muy bien. Looks good. Looks good. Lots of different block methods. Again, these guys place that mortar inside these blocks and pull it out so it keeps that string from sinking in too much. Just thought we'd show that. Got to keep in mind, these guys do have to be extremely careful when they're doing this. One of the, doesn't happen very often, but if one of these competitors knock over a wall, then they're disqualified. So not only is speed a huge factor as well as accuracy, but they can't be knocking anybody else's walls over or they're gone. Let's talk to Robert a little bit. He's going to give me a few techniques and styles about what these guys do as far as on their wall.
Yeah, let's look at the wall here. So, what you may have talked about a little bit originally, but what these guys do, and the most important part of the wall for this competition, is what we call the lead or the corner. And this is how a mason would start this. Out on a job site, if this was a corner of a building, he'd start a lead here where he made sure all these bricks are plumb, level, ready to go, and he'd do the same thing at the other end, and then he'd drop his line down and go just build the middle quick, all the way down, and he's secure in knowing that this is proper, so everything in between to be proper. So in this bricklayer, these leads are the most important thing, the most important part. There's other little, that's a technique, but another technique would also be, some of these guys, I don't see any here, some of them put the mud boards here. They put them up on bricks so they don't have to reach down so far. The way the tender lays these bricks, if he's left-handed or right-handed, so he doesn't have to flip the brick all the way around, because you've got to use the face side of these bricks, or you're going to get a deduction for that. And we'll go over the rules in a little while. But anyway, there's all kinds of little things they do, where they place their tools, because if they have to run from one end to the other, it takes a few seconds. It takes about 6 to 7 minutes to run two courses right here. And so if they take out 30 seconds here and 30 seconds there, you're running hot, and you're gonna lose 30, 40, 50 bricks. And at nationals, some of these have been won by 1 to 3, 5 bricks. So it really matters, and it matters here too. Anyway, so sometimes these guys will bring their boards here a little bit closer. work for it, it's a little bit closer to the wall. And so you can kind of look around a little bit. Some guys use a lot of guys use larger trowels. You see him over here to lay his bed, and then they'll pick up a smaller trowel to lay the brick. So just a variety of things that are going on that help keep the wall straight and level and the brick straight and level and keep them going fast. So we'll talk about the rules in a little bit when the wall's a little bit higher, and you can see the stringent rules. There are a lot of them. We'll go over that in a little while.
Robert, tell me, how many brick are these guys laying in one long run here? What's a brick?
At 2 courses here, I mean, it's 2 width long. That's 80 brick, so 40 brick a side. So you can count this right now. He's got, you don't count the first level, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 3 full. Oh, he's got 2.5 full. So he's got 80, 80, and 40. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert. That's a good explanation to these people watching this on the internet right now, because a lot of times folks just click in and wonder what the heck's going on, and there are rules, there are regulations, and I'm going to zip down this wall here and just show you exactly what's going down here. Nice looking wall. Excellent, excellent work. We're probably approaching the halfway mark. I know these guys are getting tired, but man, will they speed up here in a few minutes when they hear that it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, they get after it. As you can see, Tender's flipping the brick. There is a reason for him turning the brick up that way. That way it's easier for when the mason grabs the brick and turns it up, it's facing the right direction. Should the brick not be facing the right direction, meaning the face brick out, it can count as a deduction, and we don't want to do that. A lot of thought goes into this, a lot of hard work goes into this, a lot of deodorant goes into this, am I right? We'll just take a walk down this walls here. Man, awesome looking walls. A lot of times at these events, your first timers, they kind of feel bad because, man, they're looking at all these guys with the walls going up and their leads are taller than theirs, but I'm telling you, neck for neck, this is a good, stiff competition. As NASCAR would say, no wrecks yet. One of our former champions again. Again, if you're just now joining us, my name is James Boozing. I will kind of show you a little bit about what I look like and who I am. Don't judge me for my looks, but like the event, okay? And we appreciate you guys tuning in to us, because there's an awful lot of folks all over the world checking this out, so we appreciate it. Thank you very much for showing up, and we're going to keep on going. As you can see, he's turning his mud there, keeping it soft, keeping it wet, keeping it tender, hence the name. Colin is doing a hustle. This is his first time here, doing a great job. So we got our father-son team here. I hadn't seen anybody throw punches yet. Keeping up the tradition, keeping it in the family, as they say.
All right, guys. We got 17 minutes left, guys.
17 minutes. Not sure if you guys heard my announcer, Robert, but we have 17 minutes left. Bobby, doing a nice job, Bobby.
Workout.
No mortar in the beard yet, so we're going to call that a win.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob here doing the best he can. How long you been doing this, Jacob? You're an apprentice for what? 5 years? They got you in the right position now, I'm gonna promise you that. Let's take a look at one of our new guys here. It's his first time for his event. When I say new, I mean new to this, not new to the industry. This is what 10 years looks like, folks. Nice looking wall. I would say I could probably do this, but it'd take me 6 months. Looking good, guys, looking really good. We'll get a little close-up action here of some techniques and styles. As you can see, he's using his trowel, smoothing it out as he goes along. Not worried about the bee hose here yet, folks. As you can see, as I'm pointing out, this will give him a little time in here in a minute to come back, fix the voids, fix the bee hose. We're going to walk down and take a look at the wall, and Robert's going to go over a few guidelines with us on what we look for in the judging. We'll walk down here to wall 1 here, our former champion in Vegas, and just kind of get an idea of what he's got going on. Looking good, looking good. I hate that somebody poured a bucket of water on you, though. All right, let's walk down here and take a look at one of the walls, and Robert's going to talk a little bit about the judging techniques and some of the things that our judges will be looking for here in about 15 minutes or so. All right, I'm going to take a little pause in the action here and let Robert talk about the walls and what we're looking at for judging.
Hey guys, someone also asked about the rules. 19 years ago when this started, there were some rules, but it was really just a melee. But over the years, SPEC MIX realized after seeing the walls that they knew that the masons that they had competing could do a much more quality job, and they could have much more quality walls, a sellable wall. So they've created a lot of rules, and there's a lot more to what you're seeing that's going on. And I think, didn't you talk about the way the mason can't move on either side of the wall?
Absolutely, but go for it and let the folks know that just joined us. That's fine.
Okay. Well, the mason can only work one side of the wall, which means him play this other side, what they call overhand, which isn't done in a lot of places that much anymore. So the standard mason isn't necessarily used to doing that, and he has to make sure that that other side that he can't see has a good wall. Also, I think you talked about earlier, these guys, the tender cannot help or hand anything to the mason. So if he has a trowel or something like this, he can only get that in all the way down here. All the masons and all the tenders can do is make mud and set the brick for them. So we've got that. So those are some restrictions on them, and the judges have been watching that the entire time. So come on down here close to the wall. We'll talk about one of the big count gets you on deductions, because there's deductions for every mistake, is we talk about height. And we start from this pin, and we measure up to the last last course of two bricks. Finished right now, I guess we measured up about here. As long as this measurement in the middle to the same spot, the measurement on the other side, the average is less than a quarter inch, you're okay. If not, 100 brick deduction.
100 bricks.
That's not very fun. So the next one was plumb. So making sure that this wall, there's 4 or 9 sets of plumb there. They take level and they put it on this edge, and that edge. Do it down the middle. Do it at the other end. As long as it's not turned out a quarter inch out of the plumb, that would be a 50 point deduction. So that's another big heavy hitter. And then we talk about the brick. We have, can't really see anything. There you go. Not anybody that I want to call. But we have lip bricks, and if this brick was sticking out a little bit in the wall, if it's sticking out like that, more than a quarter inch tolerance, that's a lip brick. If the brick in the wall is sitting like this, that's a tip brick, and that's too much. So you get a deduction, I think it's 25 points or 25 bricks for that. And then on top of that, you've got your mortar thicknesses. You've got, I don't remember the exact, but the mortar, the bed joints and the head joints have different restrictions on them, that they can only be a certain minimum and maximum. And so as that goes along, what the biggest deduction we see, and we use this tool to set those joints. And we'll talk about this.
So what tool you got there, Robert?
This is a bed joint, a head joint, head and bed. If this tool fits in the bed joint, minimum max. So we've made these special tools so we know the size of them. And so we stick them in the joint for the minimum, and if it can spin, it doesn't it's too big of a joint. Same thing with this, with the maximum. So back and forth. So what we have is we have a bed joint, which is a horizontal joint. I think the maximum on that can be 5/8. And it's a quarter and 5/8, 3/8. And then this, the head joint can be 1/8 to 3/4. It's quite a variation, but what the thing we see the most deductions for are bed joints in the middle, because if they don't set this lead up right from the start, and they have 2 or 3 bricks that are at a slight angle like this, theoretically, down the middle of that wall, the wall would be like this if you followed that one brick that was slightly elevated. And that if by tiny here, you may not even be able to see it, but down there you would. Well, he's not going to have that down there. So he's going to make his adjustments in his mortar thickness down there. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you can't. But that's what we see in the middle of this thing a lot of times. So we've got height, plumb, we've got chip brick, lit brick, you've got horizontal mortar joint, the bed joint, you've got the vertical mortar joint, you've got B-holes, which are little holes. You can have a maximum of 20 without a deduction. Usually you have your B-holes on the backside. Like, he'll have opportunity to fix these later during the tooling phase. But if there's more than 20 of those on the wall, that's another deduction. I've seen 800 brick wall go down to 250 at the national competition. My customer. So these all can count. You've got chip brick. If you have a chip brick that the chip is more than ½ an inch, then that's another deduction. And that's really the tender's responsibility. When he's looking at these bricks right here, he has to make sure that not only is the face size right so his mason can grab it, but that it doesn't have a chip in it, because that's another deduction. So there may be some other minor rules, but those are the ones we see all the time. And so, trying to get around here. Anyway, so these are the things that these guys are contending with while trying to build a tall wall. So it's just not something that's just, let's just go and have fun.
There's some science.
It's a science.
It's definitely some science. Well, there goes.
Energy, like we talked about earlier.
Come on, Jeremy, hustle.
Thank you very much, Robert. Man, gulp. There goes the building a brick wall in my backyard for the wife. Not happening. How we doing, guys? Feeling good about it? Looks good. Looks real good. Once again, we're going to go over here and thank a couple of our sponsors. Can't thank them enough. I know, again, I've been at these events, and it's a struggle at times, but if we don't have these guys here, we just can't do it. It's just impossible. Can't do it. How many minutes we got left, Robert? It's getting down. 10 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes, guys. You would think a lot couldn't be done in 8 minutes, but I've seen brick thrown in a hurry. Nice, clean level. Man, nice looking wall. And these guys thought they got to get away from the job site and not do anything today. As you can see, you know, the mortar on the wall, all of this gets around, and then they come back and they'll get their 10 minutes to clean this up, or 20 minutes rather, sorry, to do their tooling, get the wall perfect. Again, we'd like to thank Multi-Quip and all these totes that you see here. Another crucial link for us getting mortar to these guys. They're not just tubs for fun. These guys, they have to have this.
Let's go, Terry.
Not a clean job, but a job well done, guys. As you can see, he's adding a little bit of water to the mortar. Softens it up a little bit, gets the workability and the flowability to what his mason wants. Nails it down to a T. What do you guys think about this SPEC MIX mortar?
Oh, it's awesome.
You use it very often?
Yeah, use it right now.
Absolutely, there you go. A lot of people watching this. Glad to see that you're using it. Nothing slow about doing this job, folks. Nothing at all. Be sure to check out lots of our other regionals as the time comes along. You can go to specmix.com, click on the link, and you'll see lots of regional events that were recorded and are on there for your availability to view and watch, as well as future events coming up. Lots of events are being held across the United States right now and Canada. Actually, I believe we just held our Canada one. So this is no small local county fair event. This is the Bricklayer 500 known across the nation.
Okay, guys, that's 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes left. In 3 minutes, I'm going to start calling minute to minute. And when I call trials up, it's over for a while. Get to rest for 10 minutes.
Again, we're looking at Terry Watson here, and don't let age fool you. This man is out here doing what some of these 21-year-olds are out here doing. How old are you, Terry?
55.
55 years old. Oh my God, I feel like I shouldn't even be talking to you. Nice work, Terry. I do appreciate you coming out. And man, I talked to Terry yesterday on the phone, and he was very talkative and glad to talk with me. Wanted to let me know that he's been doing this since he was 10 years old, 14 since laying brick. And I will say, he was really quick to tell me that he's worked his way up from foreman, project manager, everything in between, and now he's an estimator. Probably getting to sit in the air conditioning a little bit more now, right? Well, I'm gonna leave you alone. You're doing an awesome job, and we do appreciate you guys coming here. This is a fine example for you guys that are considering competing. Maybe you thought about competing. Maybe your local sales rep with SPEC MIX has asked you to compete, and you just think, I can't do it because of my age. Well, think again, guys. Our average mason out here laying brick today range between 40 and 58 years old. Incredible, incredible. As you can see, as Robert talked about the plumb, these guys plumb these walls up as they go. This is nothing that you do at the end of the job. This is something you do during the job.
Oh no, that's something you check out before the end of the job so you don't get penalized for it.
There you go. Or paid if you're on the job. Beautiful wall, guys. As you can see, we're showing this wall off a little bit here. He's done a fabulous job. Fabulous job. Again, checking plumb in the middle of his wall. A few minutes left in the job, so this gives him a chance to come in, tap his brick, fix the plumb. Again, he cannot go on the other side of the wall, so he's having to keep this wall plumb from both sides without crossing over.
And I really appreciate you guys doing the same up here. And then Brazil Masonry. Oh, the mudmen and the operators.
We'll be doing our judging here in a few minutes. These guys will take a small break, and then as they take their break, they'll come back, they'll tool, they'll clean, they'll get the wall looking perfect, and then our judges start, and then we'll walk around and do a little interview and talk to some of our judges about the things that they're looking at and the grading, and then we'll proceed on with our winners.
30 seconds on the call.
Building up a little bit of a crowd here. We appreciate these folks being here.
Okay, guys, down
Down to 9 seconds. 6, 5, 4,
Oh, this is the final countdown, folks.
2, 1. Trowels up, guys.
Trowels up, trowels up. As you can see, these guys are coming in. Again, the tender's not allowed to touch the wall. These guys have 20 minutes to do what they're doing right now. And I'll give you kind of a little sneak peek of what these guys are doing. I won't disturb him too much because he don't have a lot of time to tool. This guy's standing by with a little bit of mud in case he needs to do some filling in and some correcting. You can see a little bit of what the difference is in the wall. We'll try to show you here. Here's before tooling, and there's some of the after tooling. Major difference, folks. If you're like me, my wall looks kind of like this when I'm done, and when I sit down for the evening and done. This guy, not me. Again, no doing this for the wife. Take a walk over here and look at our wall from their ex-championship from Vegas. Again, I'm looking to see a really nice clean wall out of this guy. He has been one of our craftsman winners in Vegas. He's competed several times. And when we say that, it's a big deal to us because not everybody goes to Vegas. It's a tough thing to get to go to Vegas. There's more than luck involved, that's for sure. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what's your thoughts about this event this year?
I like it. Bricks are glassy, as we call it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't set up very well, so probably don't have a lot of high numbers. Just floating around everywhere.
Yeah.
You gotta slow down and just do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah, well, there's some good counts out here, and you guys have done a phenomenal job. Looks great. Gotcha. New York, be it California, and there's a lot of people that may just very well may decide to do this event after they see this and see the sponsors that we have and the prizes. It's a good time. It's a good time to show off your talent, show off your employees' talent. It just can't say enough about what these guys do for us. Again, cleaning up that wall a little bit. A little bit of the tools of the trade we got here. So you can see these guys, no stranger of how to lay the tools, have them ready to go when they need them. You can see right here, this tender's pointing out a few of the flaws. It's kind of the student teaching the teacher here. Is that what I would say? Pointing them out. It's a whole lot better when you have a couple set of eyes on the things that need to be fixed versus just the one. Great idea to use the ruler to point it out like that. Again, he's not allowed to touch the wall, but he can point, yell, cuss, do whatever he needs to do to make it right.
Oh, okay.
A couple more guys finishing up their walls here.
Looking good. The mud's so wet I can use my finger. I might be sorry for it later.
No, that's all right. To each his own.
Pick it up so you can get this backside one. Y'all's only got about 5 minutes. That's a quick 20 minutes.
Talk to me about who you are.
I'm Zach Easley with Dolisi. I'm here to see my boys and a good buddy of mine, also to see Jeremy Lamb. He's another friend of mine.
So this is your son out here?
That's my son right there. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Fifth generation.
Fifth
Mason.
generation Mason.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you were one too.
I am.
Absolutely, good deal. So I guess we might see you out here next year?
Maybe. I've done the block one a few times, but
All right.
never got to be a part of this one. But
Well, never a better reason to get to go to Vegas, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad that you're here to support your family.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good event. Thanks for coming out. We really appreciate you coming out. These guys are definitely tired. They're taking it serious. They're waiting to see who does what. Carson with the evil eagle eye on these things. He can find them.
Hey, come over here.
He knows what to look for. Let's let him show me a thing or two here.
What do you call those right there?
Oh,
1, 2. What do you call that one?
a deduction.
Shiners.
Yeah, Well, that happens on all of these walls. That's how we do it to keep it fair to everybody. Deductions are a big deal in terms of who wins what. And explain to us, Carson, what you mean by a shiner.
A shiner is a brick laid backwards. So this type of brick, they call this a wormy brick on the back side. This is the side that's supposed to be laid outwards, and this is the shiner part. This is laid backwards. So we got two brick laid backwards right here.
The shiner meaning that usually goes to the inside so that you don't see that. And again, this is a color of brick that makes it real tough. Hence, it's a challenge.
If you were building a new school, you would not want to see those.
Yeah, this would be one of those things where the GC would definitely come out and
make them cut it out and redo it.
And redo it. I've seen it, been there, done that, and probably will again down the road.
1 minute. 1 minute, guys.
This gentleman's first year here. Excellent wall. How you feel about this, guys?
Good.
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks incredible. As you can see, he's smoothing off the roughness, getting her looking good. Here to impress everybody, from the judges to the family. Nice wall, guys. Let's follow Robert here. We're getting ready to wrap up this event as far as the tooling.
About 30 seconds left in the tooling phase, and then they'll continue doing the judging. We'll walk around. We're going to talk about the sponsors first, and then we'll walk around and kind of like we were showing the rules before. We'll take some of the tools and we'll show you what the guys were actually doing when they were doing the judging.
Good job, Robert.
9, 8, 7,
Oh, it's a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trails up, guys. Trails up.
Woo! Good job, guys. Nice job. Nice job, sir.
2020 SPEC
Excellent work, my friend. Excellent work. No, you did an awesome job.
is done. As far as the Mason side.
Excellent work, guys. Excellent work.
Got David Dawson and Joseph Watkins with Core Masonry. Congratulations, guys. Come on up here. Now, these guys are going to get a Marshalltown tool bag. They're going to get some kickback boards. They're going to get a Stabila Level. They're going to get some board hats and shirts. And we really appreciate it. Congratulations, guys.
And what's this for, Robert? Tell me again, what's this for?
This is third place, 441 grand.
Nice job, guys. Nice job.
Right up here, right here.
Get them ready for a few little photographs here. Nice job, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. Congratulations.
All right. Now we go to second place.
Second place here.
Second place, a little bit closer to the group that's going to be going to Vegas. We got second place, 445 brick after deductions. We got Jerry Lamb and Luis Martinez. CIA. Congratulations, guys. Come on, dude.
There you go. Nice job, guys.
All right, thanks. Appreciate that. Yep, where's your police? Come on up here. Stay right here, guys. Right here. Keep scooting over. Right there.
I'm sure your employees will be proud of you now.
He's the owner.
I
That's
know.
the owner of CIA.
Oh, I know. He mentioned and shout out to his guys. It's the owner of CIA Masonry. Showed up here to claim a few prizes and show some folks how to lay the brick. Thank you so much, guys. We do appreciate you guys coming here. I'm glad you get to walk away with some prizes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out, guys. We appreciate it.
Okay. We got craftsmen. Like we said before, this is almost basically second place in a lot of ways. It's a little bit different calculation. No deductions on any brick. The 600 automatically wins. When you have deductions, it's over 600 brick, and we go down to 500. That's how we use craftsmen. So it's very interesting award for craftsmen this year for 2020. SPEC MIX BRICKLAYER 500 here in Oklahoma. We've got Carlos Hernandez and Juan De Lara, the CIA Masonry. Congratulations, guys.
Nice job, guys. Nice job. There you go. Give me some. There you go. Nice job, guys. Again, this is for craftsmen, which means it's a pretty wall. No deductions, looks good. Show us that trowel there.
Scoot over here, guys, right here.
Nice.
Right here.
So is that gonna go on the wall, or are you gonna use that? What are you gonna do with that? Huh?
Get on the wall.
There you go. Trophy.
Come on, guys.
Again, guys, top craftsman. This is no small feat by no means. And I believe this is your first time here, right?
Right.
First time, guys. Guys, it's our first time here. Nice job. Nice job, guys.
First place and the winner is going to Las Vegas. Carlos Hernandez and De Lara.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The first time they've ever done this event, guys. This is the very first time that they've ever competed in a bricklayer event. And they're going to Vegas. Going to Vegas to compete for that truck that we've been showing all day. I spoke to these guys at the beginning of this, and they just wanted to be here to have fun and do a nice wall, and they ended up winning. And if I'm not mistaken, you had the cheerleader squad here with you too, the family and everybody. Let me see that. Man, oh man, 2 of those on the wall. The very first time to compete. Nice job, guys. Nice job. And we get a few of the photography going on here. This is what it's all about, guys. Showing up, never competing here, and walking away with the prize money and the trophy and going to Vegas.